Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Here's a little video that I put together on my ride into work just to give you guys a little bit of encouragement. Please hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers and Mooney Family Matters needs your help. So hit the subscribe button, like this video, and stay tuned for more. Good morning. I say good morning, good morning, good morning to you. I hope you're fine. I hope you're fine. Say how do you do? Y'all like that little song? I'm on my morning commute. It's raining. Yes, I'm driving and talking. Multitasking. But it ain't even no kids in the car. Look at God. Anyway, this morning I wanted to talk about my current situation. Oh my God. I'm like, Jesus, I don't want to go through anything else that's gonna make me stronger. I'm just to the point, I'm like, I'm gonna be strong as hell. I mean, do you need me to pick up this van and throw it at somebody? Am I gonna have to stop a train or something? What's going on, Lord? What's going on here? But I woke up this morning, and in my morning routine of, getting up, getting the kids situated and stuff like that, sometimes we, as parents and mothers and Christians, you need to get your mind right before you even look at your own family. So my morning routine is, trying to get up, get the kids prepared, but I had to meditate. I had to spend some time with the Lord. I had to pray. I had to focus. And mother done went back into the workforce. So, yes, Mother Mooney has got a 9 to 5, working 9 to 5. Whatever Dolly Parton said. Yeah, that part. So, I gotta get my mind right before I come in contact with all these other people and get on these good telephones and get my good my good customer service voice going. Hello. Yes, so in my reading this morning, it took me to 1 Peter chapter 5. And he's talking to the elders. And he's talking about humble yourself. I told my husband, oh my God, from, I don't know, the beginning of 2018 up until this point, currently, August of 2019, this has been a very humbling experience for me and for my family. And when I read this, I even put the little speaker man on. Hey, I had to hear this 3 or 4 times because it say to the elders, because mother's an elder. Yes, sometimes we don't feel worthy and we go through stuff and we want to put down our titles that God gave us and things that we know we're supposed to be walking in. I'm about to have a wreck in front of the police in a parking lot. Jesus. Recording a YouTube video. Don't tell nobody but God. So, anyway, Peter was writing to the elders. He was saying, humble yourself. Humble yourself. Humble yourself. I got my hand over I'm trying to park, turn off all these gadgets and stuff so I can spend my last 9 minutes with you guys. Like, it say to humble yourself. This has been a very humbling experience for me. and for my family. A year, maybe 2 years ago, you could not really like tell me nothing. I would say you could tell me I wasn't saved and stuff. Running for the Lord, full speed ahead, let's get them. But the trials of life, stuff was happening in other people's lives, like they were losing loved ones, and I had lost loved ones in the past. But I guess I had lost my like empathy. I forgot what it was like to lose a loved one or whatever the situation was. But I started experiencing loss after loss after loss in 2018, and then I realized the way that I was raised and everything, like I wasn't prepared for life without my grandpa. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't like preparing myself, like some of the stuff that my grandpa, my grandma, my great grandma, things that my great grandma said to me. Like I spent summers up there reading the Bible, couldn't even go out the house and stuff like that. But these things were to prepare me for such a time as this. They're not here, in the physical and stuff. So I have to reminisce on stuff that they told me to keep it together and to manage a family. But Peter was telling the elders to humble themselves. Don't forget where you come from. Don't get too big. Don't get too high and mighty on yourself, and don't get too caught up on other people's applause or whatever the situation is. Humble yourself. Like I used to speak on people's situations like, I don't know how she keep going through that, and I would never. And I just felt like, oh, it was above me, and I could never. I just felt like, oh, it wouldn't happen to me, and then it did. So now this is a very humbling experience, and I'm, as an elder, as Big Sister Keela, I'm telling you, humble yourself, prepare for the worst, like save your money, budget your money, do everything, try to, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do to support your family and stuff like that. But I ain't talking about doing something strange for a piece of change. Have some respect and some dignity about yourself, but stay humble. Kendrick Lamar said, be humble or sit down. You better sit down before God sits you down. Some stuff will happen, and you'll be like, he'll do some stuff in your life to make you come running back. And it might sound harsh and stuff, or whatever. You can call, I believe in, the universal and stuff like that. Some people don't want to say that God done anything, or they don't believe or anything like that. They believe in the universe, the same principle. You give out negativity, you keep speaking on people's situations, you keep feeling like you done arrived, you keep feeling like you're so holy, and life will get you. Yes, it will get you, because it got me. Yeah, it got me. And here I am realizing this is a process. Even Peter, he had to go through a process. He told Jesus, I'm not going to deny you, and stood flat-footed and did the thing that he said he wasn't going to do. And he had to spend some time alone with himself, but he come running back, and he came back in just the greatest, like one of the greatest apostles, leaving these letters and stuff, even in prison. Like, no matter what you're going through, no matter what the situation is, read 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6. I'm going to paraphrase it, but it says, in due time, God is going to lift you up. If you humble yourself before him. Don't worry about what everybody else got going on. Don't worry about what's going on your job. Don't worry about what's going on in your family. I ain't talking about that mustard seed faith. I learned about that mustard seed faith too when I was a little kid. No, I'm talking about that big faith, like, hey, and you got to talk to God and say, hey, if you don't do something, you know what I'm capable of doing. I don't want to go back out in the streets. I don't want to go try to get the money or the best way I know how. So you got to have that kind of conversation and that kind of relationship with God, and know and trust him that you're going to do it. It's the same thing. Like, I guess you can compare it to when your kids hand you their Christmas list. Sometimes they'll have something on their list and we already have it. It might already be in the closet. It might be sitting around looking at them, hid from them. And that's how I feel God is, because he's saying, like, if you calm down and let me do this, because I'm your God, because I created you in my image. See how that works? So if he created us in his image, then he's going to take care of us. He didn't just drop us down here to watch us suffer like little ants, like, or anything like that. So back to the analogy of the Christmas list. Your kid hands you their Christmas list. Sometimes you may feel overwhelmed. You may feel like, I can't even provide these things that this kid has asked me. You want that kid to trust you, though. That's how God feel about you. He wants you to trust him. Humble yourself. I don't care what's going on around you. I don't care what your current situation is. Humble yourself and watch God provide. Let me get in here and clock in.